to my random kitchen and living room floor in our temporary home this week. I am Brittany Bass, a full-time passenger seat princess and operations manager of Matt Becker Fishing. For those of you who don't know me yet, I am also Matt Becker's girlfriend. He is a professional bass fisherman on the Bass Pro Tour, and we are at the end of our second season on this tour. So, and he's actually why I'm always in these random kitchens and random homes, because we travel all over the country for that. So, with this channel and podcast, I get to bring you some of the best moms, wives, fiancés, and girlfriends that follow these men around and also take care of things back at home and don't. So, I just wanted to bring you their stories so you can meet them and learn all the behind-the-scenes goodness that makes a tournament season successful. So, this is it will either be episode 28 or 29 based on when I can get part 2 in for Sarah Steffen. So, episode 28 or 29 of Random Kitchens.
Oh, I like your toy. She's like, I like that coffee. That looks good. Oh, yeah. Now she wants to drink everything. I'm going to get some of. We have an emotional support rubber chicken that we have to bring with us everywhere.
Stop it. That's the best.
Hey, Kira.
Who's this?
They're having a toy war back here.
Oh, yeah.
Are they?
Yes.
I love that.
He's like,
I know, they're just a little circle.
He's getting the best workout I didn't know that he's gotten yet.
Oh my gosh, they're too funny.
I feel like they keep getting more and more toys. Yeah, I know, it's awesome. It's like Magic Person, Mary Poppins. This isn't someone's toy.
Yes,
though,
it
right?
is.
Oh, okay.
He loves it.
Water bottle too.
No, you're good. I was like, I know it's with the toy section, so I didn't want to mess it up.
You can tell.
It's funny. Oh my gosh, you guys are so cute.
Okay, are you guys ready?
Yes.
It'll be just a free for all, but it'll be good. Okay. Welcome back, everyone. We are doing the podcast a little bit differently today because we are doing a Bass WAGS coffee and baby day. But really wanted to check in with all of our new moms that you guys met at the beginning. Anna was our very, very, very first episode. But all of them have had babies and gone through this season with them. So, kind of wanted to check in, see how it's going, and let you guys know how it's going. As we have made it almost to the very end of the season. So, this week we have Anna Cooper and Stormy. We have Katie Ottinger and Cameron. And we have Maggie, actually kind of in the screen. You might have to come this way. We have Maggie Sporer and Blaze with us. So, welcome back. And all the babies. So, this episode will actually be airing potentially during this last tournament and or the week after this last tournament. So we are at stage 7 of the Bass Pro Tour. We are currently sitting in upstate New York, some standing in upstate New York, and today is a practice day. So everyone is here, and the babies are actually meeting each other for the first time. Is this the first time?
Like a first grade. They weren't aware yet.
They weren't fully aware yet. So, first off, congratulations for making it through a whole season. How's it been? Stormy, how's it been? Is it going well?
It's definitely a one day at a time kind of deal. But no, it's going really good.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised at how well it's going. It's really not as bad as everybody makes it out to be, I think.
Yeah.
Traveling, you just have to make your Airbnb a home. I think y'all all know. You just have to make it
Bring
what
all
it
your
needs to be.
stuff.
Yes.
What about you? How's it going?
I think it's going pretty good. We didn't go to the first one. We came home from early, and then we didn't go to Virginia. But other than that, we've had a really good experience on the road so far.
So you've been at most of them, or if not all of them. Have you been at all of
I've
them?
only missed one.
One. What about you guys?
We've made all of them.
Go Maggie!
I
More
know.
power to you.
And that's like 2 weeks after you had him, because
Yes.
that's when we had her on the podcast. It was literally, I think he
2
was
weeks.
2 weeks
Yeah,
old.
he was 2 weeks old. Yeah,
So
now
crazy.
we're over 4 months. But yeah, it definitely, on the way here, it was like, last one, we did it.
Yeah.
We made it.
Right.
It's almost over. Thank God.
And then just a little bit of a reprieve.
Yes.
So he's 4 months.
He's 4 months.
She is 7 months.
7 months.
And you are.
Almost one.
You're almost one, Stormy.
Be one in like a week and a half.
Oh.
So
What are you gonna do for her birthday party?
we'll be here.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna like blow up some balloons and just try to make it special for her
Oh, yeah.
here.
Get a
And
little
then-
smush cake.
Yes.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then when we get home, we're having a full-on birthday party.
Ah.
Yeah.
What's the theme?
One in a melon. It's watermelon.
Stop it! I love it.
That's adorable.
That
There's so
is
many.
so cute.
There's so many things
Yes.
to pick from. It was kind of
I
stressful
love
picking a
them.
theme,
Oh,
but we got
Give me
there.
the melon.
so cute.
Well, and that's perfect for like a summertime birthday anyway. so you
Yeah,
can have a whole
there's
bunch
just gonna
of
be a
watermelon.
swimming pool, even though we can't swim yet, but
Yeah.
we have a lot of
You
cousins that
can,
can.
yeah, you can kick around.
Right.
No, that's perfect.
We're ready.
So how have the guys done?
With the babies on the road,
Yeah.
Justin tells me he would rather us travel with him
Yes.
than us stay behind because he said he'd worry more about us if we were home.
Yeah.
So I guess he enjoys it. It's a little more load on me, but I understood that kind of going into
Yeah.
it, But I mean, we wouldn't miss it for the world. It's been a true pleasure to get to go and do this
Yeah.
as a family.
As a family.
Yeah, as a unit, as a whole. So.
How's it gone? Because y'all are first time parents too. So
Mm-hmm.
was it, or do you think traveling previously like prepared you better for like kind of the craziness of momhood, or do you think it, I guess, just added to the kind of stress of this life?
I think I'm glad that we traveled before because I kind of knew what to expect with
Yeah.
traveling and Airbnbs and stuff like that. But being a new parent, you don't really. It's kind of like you just have to wing it. If they don't
Yeah.
come with a
Instruction manual.
Yeah, you just have
Definitely
to figure it
not.
out on your own, but we're meeting milestones in different states. you
Yeah,
know,
That's the
we're-
coolest thing. I'm like,
I
we
agree.
did this in this state for the first time.
And
Yeah.
I think by the time she turns 1, she'll have been to, I think, 14 states. By
That's
the time she turns 1, there's not many people that even see 5
do
states.
that.
Their whole
No,
yeah, their
not
whole
even
life.
another state in their
Right.
whole life. They stay in their state their whole life.
Yeah.
So it's
pretty cool.
What about you guys? How has Dylan done with full-time travel?
He's done really well. I think I'm actually more of a handful than she is traveling, but he's wonderful. He tries to help out where he can,
Yeah.
and which isn't too much because these days are so long for them.
Yeah.
So I get up with her and all that, but it's really been awesome to be there. I like being there for the good tournaments and being there for the bad tournaments.
Yes.
When he needs it. So we're really fortunate. Yeah.
What about you guys?
Same. He definitely prefers us on the road than not. He went to ICAST without us for 2
Yeah.
nights, and he came home and he was just like, I don't know how guys do this for a week. He was just distraught. He was sending me pictures of him as a newborn while he was gone.
Oh
I could tell
my
he was like
God.
scrolling through his phone and stuff. So as tough as it is, I know even though it's a lot because we're not sleeping much at night, but I know he's still glad that we're here.
No, I know.
So
So Katie said they went through regression. Did you guys go?
we're like
through
in the middle.
You're
of
in
it.
a regression. You're
Yeah.
just.
No.
Oh no.
God bless you, Maggie.
Yeah.
Did y'all go through that too? Oh yeah. Was it? How long was it?
It didn't last very long,
Yeah.
but she typically goes through a sleep regression right before she gets a new tooth in. And now we have 6 teeth, so these last couple months have been,
Yeah.
we're hanging on by a thread.
So she has 6. I just saw she has 2.
She has 2. She's
Already?
she
Yes,
does
look
her
at
2
that.
bottom. And then she was showing signs of teething last week with like the gallon of drool.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, look at his shirt.
Does
That's
he have
definitely
any?
not yet, but I mean,
They're coming
it's
in?
teething. He's definitely gnawing on his hands
Oh
nonstop.
my
They're
God.
If you say he's got this ear.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So with travel, Airbnb wise, is there something in the Airbnbs that you guys now are like very cautious of or look for that like other people should think of and look for in the future having them? Because obviously us as like adults, we don't have to worry about, corners or grounds or anything like that. So what are you guys like worried about when you go? I know yours is probably Ace.
Yeah, I feel like yours too, with her being on the move now.
Oh, it's gonna be a whole
walking
nother
is a
story
different
next year.
animal.
Yeah. Stairs,
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not there. That's gonna be next year. Right now it's just like a bathtub.
Yeah.
We have
Oh,
one
yeah.
shower, so that was like
Bathtub.
sink baths were difficult.
Yep.
But
Oh
bathtubs
yeah,
are
he
nice.
probably wasn't a huge fan of that.
He can't fit in a sink.
No.
Look at him.
a big man. For such
He needs a full bathtub.
you got such a tiny mom. I don't even know. You're gonna be a big man.
So funny.
So bathtub for sure change.
AC for sure.
I was like thinking of what was it, Dale Hollow, where y'all didn't have AC or it was blown out or something.
We were in Oklahoma.
Was it Oklahoma?
Yeah, the AC was out for like 5 or 6 days,
Yeah.
and they never would fix it. And it would get up to 80 plus, and I'm like, we can't survive.
Yeah,
Like we're from Louisiana, we are
Cannot.
AC.
We're strapped to that AC at all times.
Yeah.
And then like this past place we went to has no AC, but we brought a window unit because we're smart.
Yes.
So
We learned.
I'm like, the baby has to stay cool. You know,
Yes.
it's definitely us. We have to stay cool.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, I know you were like, I had half of the fan on her, half of it on Justin. I was awake the whole night. She's like, I
It was
just
miserable.
couldn't keep everyone heated
That's just so
or cold.
It's so bad. Dad.
What about you? Anything that you like is a must-have?
A dishwasher.
Oh yeah.
I'm a dishwasher, especially when she's like nursing and on purees now, but when she was doing the bottles
Oh yeah.
and I was pumping and bottles and all that stuff on top of like trying to cook dishes, all that, I
That's all
need
you
a
do.
dishwasher.
We don't have one this week,
Yep.
but at least like pump parts are minimized now, so
Yeah.
it's.
Well, and you
a
did
little
like the 2-pump thing, right? So that you
Yeah, well,
didn't-
we had like 4 going, so that I didn't have. Yeah, I had 4 pumps. So now I'm not pumping only once a day, so I only have 1 pump with me, and I'm only washing it once a day. So it's just mainly bottles.
Oh my gosh.
No.
So good overall, but definitely has its challenges
Yes.
because of the Airbnbs.
Yep.
What about driving wise? Any like challenges with driving? What?
I feel like that's the whole deal. That's
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. I probably shouldn't say this on a camera that's going on a blog, but I'm gonna say it anyways. There are definitely times that I have to pull her out and feed her and let her stretch her legs in the back.
Yeah.
We always do it like either back country road,
Yeah.
you know, gas station if I can, or even sometimes on the freeway. I'm like, it's a straightaway, there's no one around us.
Yes.
You have to come out for a couple minutes because she just, you know, you have like a 14 or 15 hour travel day.
Yeah.
And I mean, if I were her, I'd be mad in a car
You
seat
want me to
for that
hold
long too. So.
It's coming.
Oh.
Say I'm hungry.
Mama's coming. Yeah. Mama's coming for you, baby. Yeah. She's coming. I know.
He's like, don't you know I eat every 30 minutes?
Charles this morning he said we're gonna start calling you eat all day, eat all day, I said and all night.
He's so cute though.
Hey, girl.
But yeah, I mean, I don't think you could do it with them staying in there the whole time.
No.
It's
There's
just
no
so-
way.
No.
Yeah, there's no way.
We've taken a lot of flights, and then so this one we flew up here, but we're probably gonna drive home. So we upgraded to the big car seat, like
Oh,
the
yeah.
convertible car seats
Oh,
now,
yeah.
and we got a rotating one. So it's kind of a little bit better. Like instead of you're not supposed to again like rotate them while you're driving,
Yeah.
but like I'm in the passenger seat, and we can kind of just rotate them and give them his pacifier back or a bottle, and
Yeah.
it's just a little bit
Easier.
And he's got a little more room, so he's a little more comfortable
Yeah.
with that. But yeah, he's been on, if you count like the layovers being 2 flights one way, he's been on 6 flights now.
Aw, does he like flying?
It's not been bad.
Yeah.
We had one that was kind of rough. He loves the airport. He
Oh.
loves like the whole travel day. He loves watching the people and stuff. The flights, we've gotten lucky where we've gotten him to sleep most of them.
Yeah.
Thankfully. And then like this one, this first one, he's got good head control. So like I'll put on my shoulder to burp, and he's like looking at everybody, smiling at everybody. That's been better. It was better this time flying up here.
No, that's good.
The drives are hard.
What about like top 3 items you guys have, or top 2, or whatever, you know, top 3 things that you have gotten that you couldn't live without in like this first year? It's loaded.
Sound machine for us.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's a big
yeah.
one.
Sound machine.
Like we're not going anywhere without
We didn't.
it.
Yeah, we have ours
Yeah.
here. Like in case we needed to
Yep.
sleep, it's with us.
I have a portable one in here too, just in
Just
case.
in case.
Me too.
We need it.
Is it rain? What do y'all play on there?
Just like
or
white
waves?
White noise.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Even
We
though
have
some
a
people
bunch
say
of that.
don't do that, they're
Oh no.
Yeah.
No, we have to.
She needs it.
Yeah.
I'm too loud in the house once I put her to sleep too to not have something else.
Right.
Even just walking, especially where we're staying this week, it's a creaky old cabin.
Yeah.
So doors creak, floor creaks, and that will. You could have like a garbage truck pass by and she won't wake up, but then one door creaking will wake her up. So yeah, it definitely helps with that. I have recently purchased my tush bag.
One of those.
It's like a ridiculous looking fanny pack, but it is so nice when I'm carrying her.
It works.
I'm going by one.
You love it? Here, girl. Yes.
She was wearing it when I came to pick her up, and I was like, "You got one."
Yes.
Gerald keeps seeing them online. He's like, "This looks cool."
Yeah. Dylan was like, "You need to get one of these. Like, it will really help you, cause Velcro babies."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "No, those look ridiculous. That's ridiculous. I don't need that." And then I was like, "You know what? I'm
I
getting it.
do need
Yes.
that.
I love it."
I don't know
What else?
I've also really loved our car seat. That's a stroller that
It pops out.
it's similar to the Duna. It's like the even flow version
Oh
of it.
yeah.
So like the wheels you can take off of it, which is really nice. So it's like not super heavy.
Yeah.
I loved that, but she's growing out of that car seat, so we're very, very soon we have to switch her over to a different one.
He loves his stroller in general, like his big stroller.
Yeah.
He loves this. It's here because sometimes we just roll around the
Yeah.
house because he likes his stroller.
I think the bassinet stroller was like really
was
good with
cool.
her too.
Yeah,
She
I
would
like
fall
that.
asleep and
In
lay
it.
flat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the bassinet stroller was a good one too. All the
Oh, you
accessories.
All the accessories, all the good things. I know.
This
It's
is
like-
reality.
I was gonna say it's like right in line with nap time. still.
It is,
So I
yeah.
planned this terribly, truly, but no, it's good.
Oh, it's so funny.
know,
People are
they're
like,
so
what do you
cute.
do all day? I'm like, I wrangle a child.
Wrangle a child, and then wrangle an adult child.
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I get bullied all day.
From one side or the other, right?
Yeah,
One side or the
exactly.
other. Oh my goodness.
So kind of funny about bullying, but we did a grocery shop and we've been on this orange thing. So like I've thrown away so many packs of oranges at home because they're molding to my counter. So I'm like, I'm just not gonna buy oranges for a little while. We'll
Yeah.
change it up. I got 4 oranges at the grocery store, and Dylan's first reaction was, "Why didn't you get me a bag of oranges?" And I said, "Just say thank you.
Yeah.
Just say thank you."
It's that simple.
Is that too much to ask for?
It's like I got them at all, actually.
I know. So I went and I took my 4 oranges and I put them one in his truck, one on his pillow, one in the boat.
Just in case you ever need an orange.
I know.
It's right here.
Yeah.
I watched this podcast one time, and Hillary, or it wasn't a podcast, it was a clip from an interview with Hillary Duff. And she said, she was like, sometimes my husband just does things that make me so mad, and I'm so passive aggressive, I'll take his keys and hide them in the couch. And just be like, find them. Like, find them. I was like, that is awesome.
So good.
She was like, one time I was sitting there, and I just slid his phone down into the crack, and I was like, I love that. I'm so doing that.
Yes.
Over here.
Get it,
Yeah,
girl.
it just pops this out.
Get it, girl. Brittany's gonna have one.
It's gonna knock her over. She's gonna fly.
Are you gonna go to Kristen?
Oh.
Look at
She's
these
like,
steps.
You could have done
Good
it by
job.
yourself.
I feel like she's like walking.
I think by her first birthday, like she'll be
Going.
Full on.
going. I'm scared. I said I thought it was supposed to get easier.
Yeah.
What? No, she tries to get into everything, all the drawers.
I
We've had to
bet.
baby proof the whole house. I'm just like,
How do you do that with Airbnbs? You just follow her around?
you know, we actually messaged our Airbnb lady, and she was like, "I'll get some stuff for y'all." And we're like, you know, she probably won't. No, she put like these plastic strips on the edge of the wall with the clear plastic strips.
Wow.
Got
Oh
stuff
my
for the kitchen. I was, dang.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's
so
Never
nice.
hurts to ask, I guess. Or let
I
them
know.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's really
Can't with
nice.
him. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
he's such a chunk.
Oh.
So cute.
Have they been on the boat? Have all of them been on the boat?
We haven't yet.
No.
It's been too hot.
Oh yeah.
I'm like paranoid about the
Yeah.
heat. So
Yeah.
once it cools off, we will. Gerald just bought one of those swings for the big boat, the offshore boat.
Oh, the hangs?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, my
That's
friends have a
so
pontoon
cool.
and they have it hooked to the top of their pontoon. Lifesaver.
Yeah.
Here, you can chew on this one.
Yeah, yesterday, or I guess 2 days ago, we saw the Coopers when we were fishing another lake, and she was like, "We're about to strap down the
Hack and play.
hack and play, put an umbrella
Yes.
over top of that." I was like, "Heck yes,
Yeah.
heck yes."
It fit on the boat?
On the back deck.
Really?
And ratchet strap that thing.
Heck
And
yeah.
we took off. Guess what? We put all that work. It lasted almost 3 minutes.
Oh, no.
We got off the lake pretty. It was so hot that
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
And she just was not having it. I said, I would rather watch her at home instead of a 3 square
Yes.
foot
Yeah.
spot right here in the bottom of the boat. And then she hates her life jacket, just gets in her way, so she's done.
Yeah.
I said, just take me to the truck. I was driving around. I can't do this anymore.
And I was telling her, Carabina, when I had her on, she had a really good idea of a kiddie pool. They just put it on the front deck and put water in it and fish. And so, like, they just get some minnows, you know, and put them in there. And so she can play with her own little fish, or like he'll catch little bluegill. So it's like entertainment, but she's like sitting in the water and stuff. I was like, that's
so
genius.
I heard that, and I was like, that is genius. So I
It's
told
so
Gerald
genius.
about it.
Yes.
My practical husband was like, well, how do you get fresh water in the pool? It's like, you use salt water. He's like,
Yeah.
you don't want to play in salt water.
Or fresh water. You can just take a bucket.
What if I went to the beach?
Yeah.
The beach, the ocean.
You can just take a bucket. How do you get fresh water?
I was like, this is not how I expected the reaction to be.
I know.
Oh.
So what is like
I'm
your
good, Mama.
funniest moment that's happened so far with them?
Funny.
Or funniest or most memorable. It can be also tragic as well.
Mine was her first giggle,
Mhm.
and it was watching our dog Fisher with our neighbor dog Bosco. She was sitting on Dylan's lap, and they were playing in the front yard, and she just started giggling and laughing, and it was the first time we heard her laugh.
Oh, did you
And-
immediately cry? I think I would have cried.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't actually, but like she loves dogs. Anything to do with a dog. So she has a meltdown middle of the night, during the day. All I do is take her to Fisher and she starts giggling.
Oh,
She loves
Aw.
them. My mom's dog, she just loves them. That was probably one of my favorite moments so far.
What about you?
Well, laughing wise, I was thinking just last night I have this little bath toy that squirts water at him, and I had him in the tub, and I mean he was not just cutting up laughing, but like his facial expressions, he was just like, he was just like so like, what is this thing doing to me? And laughing and laughing, so that was funny. And then there was something else I thought about a little bit farther. Oh, memorable and funny. We just did swimming lessons, and that was fun. And there was a part where we just dunked him totally under the water, and his face coming up was just like,
Whoa.
but that was fun. Gerald came and got to video the whole thing.
Oh, were
and
you in the water
I was
with
in the
him?
water with him, and Gerald was on the edge filming,
Oh
and
my
it was like a
gosh.
full 30 minutes. It was just us. We're the only ones that showed up, or
Aw.
that was there for that week. So it was like a private lesson.
Yeah,
he
that's
kicked
nice.
and floated and got dumped.
Did he like floating?
Yeah.
I feel like babies
Yeah,
would
he-
like
he
floating.
did.
As long as the water was like warm.
I don't float. Like I can't float, but he could float pretty good. He's only a chunk. He floated pretty good.
Yeah, I was gonna say he can float a little. He's a little marshmallow,
Yeah.
little 4 marshmallow. What about you guys?
I don't remember the specific date, but when she was old enough to like put her hands up to show that she wanted
Oh,
to
yeah.
I
pick
can't
up
wait
by
for that.
us. I feel like that was really special. Just to,
Yeah.
you know, and then there's been like funny moments and stuff, but I think that was one like where she chooses that she wants
Wants
you to
you.
hold her.
Oh,
That's
Yeah.
definitely
What
that
are
is
you
so
doing?
sweet. Oh my
You
gosh.
like my necklace, don't you?
You're cute. Nosy just in
Like,
your bottle.
like a raccoon, like a bear, anything shiny, like I want
He's
it.
like, let me see that. Let me see that.
She's
Yes.
so mobile.
Mhm.
Dylan said to me, he was like, well, it's going to be easier, next year. And I said, what makes you think it's going to be easier? And he said, well, she's not going to need all this. She's going to be, walking. I'm like, that is going to be more stressful.
I feel like she
because-
might need more things because of more toys, right?
Yeah. We have this giant playpen at home.
Watch that
That we use every single day. I mean, I'll put her in it, and it keeps the dog off of
Oh,
her,
yeah.
keeps the dog fur out of her mouth. And I would love to bring one of those,
Oh yeah.
but ours is not. You have to put the pipes together and stuff.
It's not like a pop up.
Yeah,
We
but I
have the
think I might
exact
be
same
getting a
one.
pop-up.
And we have brought it with us.
Yeah.
It is pain in the butt.
Yeah.
It's an individual piece, each section. For snow cone stand.
Oh.
And they put a bunch of stuff in the snow cones, and then now she just likes it.
Oh boy.
So
So I have to
awesome.
guess Amazon.
Yeah.
Do you think any of them are old enough to like have had a favorite day yet? Do you think like
Oh.
We're not.
no?
I don't think
She
so.
is.
Yeah.
I was wondering that like I was trying to remember my first childhood memory, and I know it was on the boat, but I don't remember how old. I feel like I was like 2 to
Yeah.
3.
She does okay on the boat. I think our hardest thing with that is like the sun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which, so I'm like usually sitting there with an umbrella or trying to like jerry rig somehow to keep these umbrellas up. But like a cooling towel, like the front tub cooling towels, I've used so much. Like when we went on vacation, we were at the beach, I just wrap it around her like a little Superman
That's so
cape.
smart.
That is
I need
smart.
to do that.
Even for like them to lay on,
Lay on.
because I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
I take it everywhere.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
That's another good purchase.
It,
Yeah.
A good thing
especially
to
being
have.
in the South, it's like even if she just holds it on her, is like
Yeah.
chewing on it, it's still I know it's like
Cool.
getting her cool on her chest.
So,
So
I don't ever hear this.
Wanna lay out?
Yes.
Sometimes we just wanna
podcast
play.
during nap time.
I know. I think it's good. I mean,
It's fine.
yeah, I think it's good.
Gas drops.
Oh.
Maggie's like, I don't know.
Oh, his gas drops. That's
This
another
is
added
definitely
to
a,
the
we don't go
list.
anywhere without gas.
Gas drops.
What do you guys use?
I don't care the brand. Whatever.
Whatever.
We get the Walmart ones, we get the Amazon ones, whatever we can get our hands on.
So, you guys, after a full season with babies, are you doing it next year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm able to, absolutely.
So it was totally good overall. Definitely good enough to do again.
Yeah.
100%.
It's a lot of
It's
work.
worth it.
Yeah, but I don't think I could send him off
No.
every single tournament.
Yeah.
And
Mm-mm.
I think just especially him missing out, like the couple tournaments
Yeah.
that we didn't go to this year, he came home and she got a tooth and she was getting up on her hands and
Aw.
knees and he wasn't there for any of it. So yeah, even if it's more work for us, I think it's worth it,
Mm-hmm.
especially for
In the
him.
long run.
Yeah.
I know. I just had Sarah Steffen on, so Matt Steffen's wife, and they have 2 boys, and she was saying they added up like all of his tournament time for their oldest, Hank, and he actually was like gone for a full year on those.
Wow.
And she was like, when we put it down, we were like, holy cow, you know, that's like a lot of time. So I think like the periodic coming and going, even if you can't go to all of them, is like always
Yeah.
fun.
Mm-hmm.
So they try to go to a couple too.
Yeah, that's
But-
awesome.
Yeah, insanity. Crazy. So
Mhm.
after this, do you guys think you'll homeschool on the road?
I don't know.
And I ask mainly because when they get to that age, I'm gonna re-ask.
Yeah.
Just to see
No.
like where you're at once they get there. But do you think you would? I feel like that's like a lot.
It's an option. I haven't. We've started getting into conversations about it, but I also would like love for her to like sit in a classroom and like have
Yeah.
other kids.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know, and I kind of want to be decked out in like some school gear like that mom on the
Yes.
sidelines. Go baby.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Kristen knows she's decked out.
does,
She's a
yes,
cheer mom.
yep.
She's full on
Yep.
Titans gear.
I looked up little like baby gymnastics at Titans,
Oh.
and they start at 2. It's like mommy and me. I'm going.
Actually, when we were there was this little girl that had just started. She had her little leotard on and her little tiny like ballet shoes, basically. Do you remember that little cute girl with that? Oh my god,
Oh,
little tiny thing.
that's so cute.
What about you?
I feel like I would want to,
Yeah.
but I feel like it would be so hard. I'm kind of like, y'all want her to socialize in a classroom. Justin and I are very competitive. We love sports. Somebody will probably be playing sports. But I mean, I've heard stories of like some of the older guys' wives that travel with them
Yeah.
and that they homeschool on the road. They're like, it's some of the best memories we've
Yeah.
ever made.
Yeah.
But I just don't know if I don't think I'm smart enough to do it. Honestly, like the TikToks about are you smarter than a 5th grader? No, no, I'm not.
may surprise yourself.
But some of the stuff I learned in 5th grade you don't use in real life, I guess. But
What
I
about
don't
you
know.
guys?
I could see us doing it for a couple years, like when he's little.
Yeah.
And I think initially I would be open to it all the way through. But now having him, like, yeah, same thing. I'd want him in the school and having all those activities. And I I just kind of keep thinking, I don't think I'll have to make the choice because I think by the time he's 7 or 8, I don't think we'll be fishing anymore.
Oh,
honestly.
okay.
So I
Then
think
he'll
we'll
have
probably be
retired.
home.
Yeah.
At that
Yeah.
point. So
Oh, that makes sense.
if we need to for a couple of years, I think we will to be able to keep
I
going.
wouldn't mind doing it like the first couple
Yeah.
years. I think
Well,
it'd be fun.
And so I had Bobby Chapman on here, and they obviously homeschooled, but she did it. It was really cool at the
yeah.
beginning.
Half
She
and
did,
half.
yeah, because at public school you can take them
retire.
out anytime you want. So she did
Yeah, that's
fall
an
in
option.
school, spring out. And so the spring she homeschooled and they traveled, and then she put them back in the fall, so they could still do the sports. They kept up with everything. And she said their school, the sports, it didn't matter if you were homeschooled or not. Like you could still go in it,
cool.
so they could do whatever they wanted, or they did like outside stuff,
Yeah.
like karate and stuff like that. So like her daughter, I think she said she's a black belt or a double black belt.
Wow.
Yeah, she's like very good at that.
Go, girl.
And I don't know if it's karate or taekwondo or jujitsu or one of those, but it's one of those. Basically, I wouldn't want to mess with her, 100%. But they did stuff like that. But I thought that was so cool. I had never thought
Yeah, when
of
she told me
half and
about
half.
that earlier this year, I was
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, that's an option then. That's cool.
Yeah, I don't think that's bad at all, especially because our season is, in
Pretty,
generally
yeah.
like August, so
Mhm.
it's like right in time for school.
Yeah. It's only a few
True.
months, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what are you guys, or favorite trip this year? We'll wrap up with favorite trip this year, trip you have planned, and or like goals for the end of the year.
Oh man.
I know that was a lot. It was 3 questions in one, is what it was. We'll wrap up with that, basically. Let's do like favorite trip of the year so far, and it doesn't have to be fishing related. It can be just like a family trip.
Oh.
I'm still thinking.
I know. 14 states.
I
There's
know.
a
I'm
lot
thinking.
of
I'm like
trips.
picturing like where was that? I think Chow and Joanne. Whatever.
Yeah,
Edenton
Edenton.
ended up having some cool stuff that we weren't expecting, and we enjoyed that. We did a lot of walking around the downtown area. Gerald and I actually took a day off and went down to the Outer Banks, so that was probably our favorite trip so far.
yeah.
That was definitely.
And he got to put his toes in the sand.
He put his toes in the sand and even in the little water. So that was overall, yeah, that was our favorite tournament, I'd say. We got to do the most. We did a lot of. We brought him to the Wright Brothers Museum. And what else? We did something else. The
Kites.
Is that where Jamestown was?
Oh no, that was James River.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'm confusing the two, but
Yeah.
yeah, we did something else at.
Wright Brothers was Chowan because
Okay.
it's the Outer Banks
Okay.
or Chowan
Yeah.
or however you say it. But Jamestown and Williamsburg is where-
Okay.
in Virginia.
Okay, so both of those were.
Yeah,
We
good
did.
ones.
We did a lot of cool stuff in both of those.
Yeah, I liked both of those as well. What about you guys? It doesn't have to be tournament related, or it can.
We did a family vacation to Dauphin Island in Alabama.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh.
Yeah, and she was teething and she got a little fever on my birthday, so that was like a really rough night. But overall, I love that.
Yeah.
We loved the whole family vacation, and we got to take her 2 older sisters, so that was fun. But I do think Chowan River, North Carolina, was our favorite. We were right on the water. I got to fish. I don't know, we got to lay on a blanket right by the water every day. We saw dolphins. I mean, it was just really cool. So
I love that event. I hope we go back there. Like the whole town. They were just fabulous.
Yeah, the people were awesome. They were really excited. That was a really neat one. I think this one too will be fun now that we're out of the heat. Like the weather here, we have our outdoor pack and play deal that I plan on putting up in the yard, especially once it cools off in a day or two. I think it'll be really nice getting to spend some outside time.
Agreed. What about you guys?
Our favorite trip, I want to say so far is this one.
Yeah.
We've already made a lot of memories just already because we came up early and fished, and we've been to a couple lakes. We tried to go salmon fishing. We're from Louisiana. We know nothing about salmon fishing. But the baby swam in a creek with her feet, and it's ice cold. She did not care. She was swimming, and we've got big plans to go to maybe a farm out here for her birthday. It's like a kids interactive farm, and St. Lawrence parts, this is the prettiest country I think we've seen, especially being from Louisiana.
I would say New York
It's so beautiful.
second to none.
This is definitely one I'm glad we were at for his first year too, because it's one that feels like home for us. This is our 4th or 5th time here, so it's like we come here and we're like, oh yeah, let's go back to this place.
Yes.
And then, and
How
you're
about
so
your
familiar with
favorites?
it, so it's like now he's here and gets to experience it too.
Go.
Is
that your mama?
Goals, plans.
Goals, yeah. What do you have for the end of the year? You have any
There you
goals?
go.
For the rest of the year?
Requalify.
Yes.
We're 44th in points. We're
Okay.
just about there. Going into St. Lawrence confident, but that's
Yes.
our goal.
Yeah,
to make
'cause
that.
If you guys remember, it's Justin's first season on tour.
Yeah.
We might overheat, so but it's Justin's first season on tour, so he is obviously requalifications on everyone's brain. But with the rookies, they don't have an average yet, so it's just a 1-year shootout basically for top 15 after they take that first 45. So we have one in our house too, as you guys heard from Sarah. He's at like 55th. So he's like right in there. Yeah, right in there.
Yep.
What about you guys? Goals for the end of the year?
Surviving.
Yeah. That's a good goal. It's a good goal.
Yeah, I don't have any big goals. I just
You don't have to.
No.
Just me.
Yeah.
every day. Yeah,
Yes.
I love seeing her smile, so I just try to take in every single day and moment that I can. And really that's just my goal.
Because it's
Yes.
easy not to. It's easy to get lost and it go by.
Yes.
So that's a goal in itself, just
Yep.
soaking it in.
Especially the nights when they don't go well, it's really hard to still just stay in the moment and realize you can't put her down because she feels so safe and secure with you.
Mhm.
And that's such a wholesome feeling. So I think just trying to remember that, and that's it, just taking every day and trying to make as many memories and see her smile as much as I can is really just that's it. Of course, hopefully, the requalification, we want to get there, and I know he really wants to qualify for Red Crest, and he might be kind of
on the border.
I don't know if he's 30 something for Red Crest or where he's at. I really don't know.
Well, because that's the other thing. So it's requalification for the actual tour, but then there's also qualification for heavy hitters, which is a specialty event, and Red Crest, which is our championship, but also a specialty event. So there's actually lots of things in the mix that you also have to requalify for. There's lots of numbers besides just fishing, so definitely. What about you guys?
Yeah, Red Crest. He's 28th right now, but
Yeah.
just before the last tournament, he was 42nd. So that's how tight it is. So
Yes.
we could easily fall right back down right outside of it. So that's big time on his mind, on our mind, is requalifying this week. And then for him, starting to sleep through the night. That would be our main goal. Is he wants some sleep. We wanted longer stretches of sleep.
No more
So-
regressions.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be so nice.
I know, so nice. Just have a very good, solid rest of the first year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, thank you everyone for being here. All the babies, all the moms. Thank you guys for being here. That is our show this week. We're going to work on some food. Yeah, I'm sorry. And nap times, maybe.
Get these babies to sleep.
Yes. But you guys know I love all these ladies. I just wanted to keep you guys posted and updated on all their cute little selves, because you guys got to meet them, actually all of them when they were newly tiny. I mean, I think everyone fresh. So now you get to see them a little bit older, and we'll do this. Yes, we'll do it again in a little bit. But subscribe to follow along. One episode every Thursday. If I'm doing really good, if not, it'll be on Friday. But generally every Thursday, and follow the Instagram at Random Kitchens Podcast for what is happening. So we will see you next Thursday. Bye.